They beat the Reds 7-2. They've now beaten Cincinnati 3 out of the 4 times they've played them this year. And Romine now joins us. Heck of a game for you, Austin, in your ball club, and really the bottom third of your order. How did you generate the offense from those bottom 3 hitters tonight?
Well, you got a guy on the mound throwing 100 miles an hour, so you gotta chip away and find a way to do it. I got Jacoby behind me, and he's been raking that lately, so just a matter of getting on base. I was joking with him before the game, and we got to start getting on base for you. So just glad we could do our job.
I was really impressed, Austin, with your last at-bat. It seemed like you tried to pull your hands in, shoot the ball the other way. You got the result you were looking for. But overall, just had to be a fun night for you.
Yeah, it's always a good night when you get a couple knocks in, key situations. But, the guys in front of me getting on. I'm just trying to do my job. That hole over there, I like to go there, especially when guys are going away. Just kind of go with the ball. Try not to force too much stuff. So, just staying with my approach, trying to use the whole field.
I know that you weren't a part of it last year, but Spencer Turnbull finally picks up his first win at Comerica Park. Talk a little bit about his stuff tonight.
Man, he's good. He's good when he's on. Those first couple innings there, he was lights out. He was two-seam off. He has a little fastball that cuts a little bit at 95, so we were just kind of picking on that corner. Really good changeups today.
Yeah.
Something that we I've been looking forward to seeing. If you talk to him, he'd say he threw some really good ones. Didn't lean too much on the slider here. It was just kind of 4-seam, 2-seam, and changeups, and he was executing down the zone and pitched really well.
How do you know he's on? Because Jack kept talking about his changeup all night. How do you know?
Well, his changeup was darting down. When they're gearing up to hit 95 and then they get an 88 changeup with action, it's hard to hit as a hitter. Changeups are one of the hardest pitches to hit, especially one with good action. But the win I know is when I'm not moving my glove and he's dotting on that outside corner and he's two-seaming off and cutting back on. That makes it real hard, especially to lefties.
We've talked to you a lot this year about the influence that you and Crone and Scope and Maben have made with this team. How can you tell there's a difference in that dugout when you guys are just kind of settling people down?
Yeah, it's loose. If you're watching, we're in every game we're playing. So we kind of have that mentality. We scrap every bad bat we can. And we just kind of staying loose. It's loose in the dugout. Guys know what they need to do, and guys are paying attention to the game and getting their job done.
Impressive leadership, impressive night. Thanks for the time tonight. Keep going.
I appreciate it, guys.
Great job, Austin.
All right, have a good one.
Yep.
All right, we're joined by Tigers starting pitcher Spencer Turnbull. If you have a question for Spencer, please put it in the chat, and we will get to those. Start with a question from Johnny Kane from Fox Sports Detroit.
Spencer, congratulations on the victory tonight. How good does it feel for you to be able to get a W?
It feels good. Obviously, it's better when we win than when we lose. I think it's been a minute since I've gotten a W too, so that makes it a little extra sweet.
Yeah. When you look at what you were able to do with command of your pitches tonight, how would you evaluate your own performance? Like you said, getting the win is one thing, but it seemed like you were able to do what you wanted to do most of the time.
Oh yeah, I think I was able to mix some different pitches in today. I threw a lot more changeups. I was happy with that. I thought my sinker was really good. Four-seamer was okay. wasn't quite as good as last week. Didn't have quite as much life to it, but still a good pitch. I was able to locate for the most part effectively. I think I had one walk, which was better than last week. Like I said, I really felt great, other than kind of a couple blips in the fifth inning, cost a couple runs, but still was able to lock it in and, like I said, get through 6.
All right, we're joined by Tigers outfielder Christin Stewart. If you have a question for Christin, please put it in the chat, and we'll get to those in the order they are received. We'll start with a question from Johnny Kane from Fox Sports Detroit.
Hey, Christin.
Hey, John.
Congratulations on the win here tonight. I'm curious what, you don't have to give them your full game plan, but the adjustment that you guys were able to make in facing Castillo this time around.
Right. We swung the bat pretty well tonight against him. He has some nasty stuff. He has a sinker, firm fastball, curveball, changeup. So, he mixes pretty well, but, I think we did a good job just sticking to our approach, honestly. We were always hunting heater, but we were just letting our eyes see, the off-speed spin and stuff. So.
You guys played, at a pretty good pace. Obviously, Spencer was dealing tonight, as was Castillo. How much you, as an outfield, how much do you appreciate playing in a game with this type of pace?
Right. I mean, it's pretty easy when you're striking out a lot of people out there in the field. So, I mean, we love that. And Spencer threw the ball really well tonight. And, I mean, it's just easy out there when the pitcher's shoving like Spencer was tonight. I mean, it makes our job a lot easier on defense. He's doing the grunt of the work. So, I mean, it's pretty fun watching that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Johnny. Our next question comes from Jason Beck from MLB.com.
Yeah, hey, what was your reaction when you realized that the Reds were rained out last night and you guys were going to end up seeing Castillo again?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I was kind of excited because I got to face him again. I mean, he had my number over there when we played him at the Reds place, but I mean, I got him a couple times tonight, so I was excited, and we got the win. And so, I mean, just the whole team. I mean, our approach this time facing him was just a lot better. We had a lot better approach. We weren't chasing as much out of the zone, and we were honestly, everyone just stuck to their approach.
How much of a difference with a pitcher like that does it make, having seen him so recently and knowing what the pitchers look like, or is he so good that it doesn't really matter a whole lot?
Right. I mean, we literally just saw him, like you said, and so, I mean, you kind of, since we haven't seen him too many times, you kind of know his tendencies, how he's going to throw you a little bit. Just the analytic part that comes into play when you see that stuff, you just kind of go off of it a little bit. I mean, you use it how you want to, and you pick and choose the analytical stuff that you want to look into, and yeah, kind of study up, and then I mean, it paid off tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jason. If there are any other questions for Christin, please put those in the chat. We'll go to Cody Stavenhagen from The Athletic.
Hey, Christin, you mentioned Turnbull. What's it been like for you guys in the field watching Soto pitch recently, just as dominant as he's been, and all the strikeouts, you don't even have to worry about too much?
I mean, with the heater going up to 100 from the left side, I mean, it's pretty impressive stuff. I mean, I was watching him throw, and it was just, it was kind of electric. So, I mean, it's always fun seeing him go out there. I mean, he's been throwing really well for us, and just need him to keep it going.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Cody. Again, we have time for one or two more questions. If there are any other questions for Christin, please put those in the chat. All right, that looks like all the questions we have. Christin, thanks for your time this evening.
I feel like almost by the numbers, by kind of a textbook win. Starting pitching was sharp, timely hitting, and the bullpen's 9 straight outs. About how you draw it up.
Yeah, it was a good win and some good swings, late. When you're facing their starter, it's never going to be easy. I mean, that guy is unbelievable. What an arm. What a array of pitches that he's got. Makes it really hard on you. So what you try to do there is just hang in there, as long as you possibly can. And our pitcher was fantastic. Turnbull had nasty stuff tonight, was, really rocking through it. I think it ended up with 80 pitches, which is about where we wanted him. And our bullpen came in, as you saw, and was, really good and did a really nice job to hold it there. Finally, offensively, we made some big swings, and there you have it.
Was the adjustment just what you said? Was that the main thing that you did between the last time you saw him, was just fight more, just stay in there and battle more?
Geez, after like 4 innings, he had I think he had 12 pitches. I mean, this could be the quickest game ever. And then we did put some nice at-bats, and we did fight some balls off as we went along, and it got better. Like I said, when you're up against, a guy like that and the one tomorrow, they're warriors out there, and they got great stuff. So you got to really hang in there. You can't get too up and too down. And I think our guys did a nice job of that, and we had some real aggressive plays on the bases, which was good. And, a nice win for our ball club.
Great, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Chris. Our next question comes from Johnny Kane from Fox Sports Detroit.
Yes, Johnny Kane's in the house.
Hey, what's happening?
Oh, baby.
Hey, you were around Spencer all the time, and he's been unlucky at times. This is his first win here at Comerica Park, his first win since May of last year. What do you think a night like tonight can do to propel him moving forward?
Well, he was excited. He met the elbow shaking hands at the top of the stairs when we got off the field, and he was trying to be Hercules. He had no shirt on, and we're like going, oh, okay, you got to win. Okay, big guy. But, he was filthy. He's got great stuff, and he's coming into his own. These 2 starts have been fantastic. The ball's really jumping out of his hand, and he's in control out there, and hopefully continues that. He's moving the right way.
One other one here. Your 7, 8, 9 hitters tonight. I know, obviously, the start that Jacoby has had to this season, but What can you say about with Christin Stewart and Romine and being able to have that type of production that you got from those guys tonight?
Yeah, Stu's starting to swing a little better. We've been waiting for him, and he had a couple of hits tonight. Hopefully that gets him confidence moving forward. And Romine, he's just a warrior back there. I mean, he gets after it and he puts some nice swings in there and got some big hits for us. But calls just such a really nice ball game behind the plate. I think he crosses their hitters up quite a bit, and he really knows how to call a ball game, which is really fun for us.
Thanks, Johnny. Our next question comes from Jason Beck from MLB.com.
Yeah, Gardy, you had mentioned not having a whole lot of time to prepare for Castillo once he got moved back to pitch in this series. Did you guys go a lot off of what you saw from him last time out, or was there a new plan that came into place?
We watched a lot of video. Hitters checked a lot of video out, and you always try to pick something up. But like I said, he did about the same thing he did over there. He's just filthy, and you just got to hang in there, pitching-wise, and we did that. Our pitchers, Turnbull, the guys that came out of the pen gave us an opportunity to try to finally wear that guy out, which never happens. He's just a really good pitcher with a great arm and great array of pitches, and Turnbull matched him tonight, which was pretty fun.
How much of a difference does it make having a veteran hitter like Romine in that bottom of the order and getting to help get production out of that part of the lineup where you lacked that last year, it seemed like?
Well, and Jonesy's, been fantastic in the 9-hole, and so, yeah, I mean, having some guys, you want kind of a lengthened, batting order as you go through this thing, and we've got some length to it, and you're seeing some guys at the bottom are putting some really nice swings out there. We get Stu going consistent and probably Candy going consistent, then it can go all the way through the lineup because we like our big guys, and that's what we're working for. It's still early, but we're working for it. We're hoping Candy finds his swing too, and Stu got a couple tonight, so maybe they're moving forward.